girl, Sister Sam's here with another one of my family favorites. Almost every Sunday, because we ain't that rich, we try to dabble in a little seafood. Nothing beats a good seafood dinner than a nice, juicy salmon. I get it from a local store, Sam's, BJ's, your local farmer's market. Hey, whatever floats your boat, Publix. Just get a salmon. Mine's I like with the skin off. As you can see, it doesn't have the skin on. But most of them do come with the skin on, and it's your preference. If you like skin on your salmon, hey, by all means, have skin on your salmon. But I'm going to show you what we do here generally once or twice a week if we're feeling really good with ourselves. So I'm just going to show you a simple way to season the salmon. Nothing fancy, but we just going to keep it simple. First, I want to turn it over. The back side. We're going to use some Chef Paul Anka. I believe that's what it's, Chef Paul, I don't know his name. But blackened redfish magic, or you can use Old Bay. I like blackened seasoning. It has a different seasoning, a different taste than Old Bay. So you're just going to sprinkle it on. You know, you're just covering the salmon. And blackened seasoning is just that. It'll blacken, not blacken up the meat, but it'll darken it up a little bit for you. And get a little lemon pepper, just a little bit. We're not gonna overdo it with the lemon pepper because I got something special that I do to the salmon to give it just a little bit of flavor. Now we're gonna take that. Before I do that, let me go ahead and sprinkle a little olive oil here on the dish. We're gonna take that and we're gonna turn that over just like that. Isn't that pretty already all by itself? Now, same thing we did to the back side, we're gonna do to the front side. Baby, just season that thing on up. A little lemon pepper. Not too much. Now, what really does it for me, nothing that does wonders like a little lemon zest. Get you a nice zester. Get you some lemon shavings. This really brings out wonderful, wonderful flavor in that salmon. And I just like to put it on something just so I can sprinkle it on like seasoning. Beautiful, isn't it? Just beautiful. Now, I got a house of 4 to 5 at times, so, you know, this is a pretty good 1.5 pound salmon. I'm gonna just do this because I want every piece to be proportioned. You can just cook it whole if you like and cut it at the end. But if you cook your salmon right, you'll notice that it'll be so tender that it'll break apart if you try to cut it in the end. So it's better to pre-cut the salmon. You know, and just give a little bit of space in between. It doesn't have to be too much. Just a little bit. Now, I just want to sprinkle a little a little dill on here. And again, we're just sprinkling. That's it. And then we're going to top that off with a couple of scallions, green onions. And I got some lemon here. I'm going to just sprinkle some of that on here, on every piece. But to make that thing extra fancy and extra pretty, you go ahead and you take a lemon piece and you stick that bad boy on here like that. Now I'm still not finished with this beautiful, beautiful piece of fish. What I like to do, take some butter And this might be just a little bit soft, but what the heck? I got me a little egg slicer that I use. And softened butter is always the best when you're cooking. And I'm just gonna stick that on there. Uh-oh, my dog say she wants some too. We're gonna see about that. Oh yeah, she trying to get it here. No, Duchess, not today. Sorry. But if you come in here, I promise you salmon won't be the only thing we eat. But I'm gonna get back to the bed. Now, for all my fish lovers out there, I've gone places and I've had some salmon, and what I've noticed, people tend to overcook salmon. Salmon don't take that long. You can just sprinkle just a little olive oil on the top. Nothing heavy. Just make it light. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you might just sprinkle a little sea salt on there, but that's unnecessary because the butter actually contains salt. So, we're going to stick this in the oven, 400 degrees. We're going to let this cook, for starters, for 20 minutes. It's just 1.5 pounds. 20 minutes, 400 degrees. Put the timer on. And while we waiting on that to finish, my special lemon butter dill sauce that my Uncle Charlie taught me how to make. I love you, Charlie. But I gotta make it. So we're gonna use the same shavings that we use. Let me get this started. And I just got it on a medium high. And if you're working with numbers, 7 does it pretty good. You're gonna need a whisk, people. You know, medium high. And the ingredients we're gonna be working with this lemon butter dill sauce, it's gonna be a really simple sauce. We're gonna use 6 ounces of white cooking wine. And look here, between us, when ain't nobody looking. Well, that's between us. But you're gonna get yourself 6 ounces of some white cooking wine. I'm gonna put that over here by the blender. We're gonna leave that alone. 6 ounces of heavy whipping cream. And once you get that going, we're gonna take some shavings here from your lemon and we're gonna squeeze some lemon juice in there. You're gonna need just some dill. And what makes this dish stand out, this sauce stand out from anything else, is this white pepper. White pepper. We're gonna need a little garlic. So, for those of you who may not know how to dabble with a little garlic, yeah, you can get this out of the container, but you know what? Nothing really beats fresh garlic. It's real simple and easy to cut. You just have to have a steady hand. You want to cut that top piece off and that bottom piece. And look at it. Once you do that, the garlic is almost peeled for you. It's really nothing more to do than to just take it out of the skin. Nothing to it. Slice it down the side real quick. And there you have it. A beautiful, beautiful piece of a garlic clove. And we're going to mince that up into the sauce. And I'm going to show you how that's going to work out. All right, so my pot should be a little warm by now. Doesn't seem like it. We'll give it another minute. But in the meantime, we're gonna set this over here so we can be close. Just to be close to you, girl. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the sauce. I like to sing to my food. Lord, I like to sing to my food. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the white wine in there. We're gonna let that reduce. So as soon as that come up to a little simmer, I raise the temperature just a little bit, just so the white wine can start to simmer, baby. Simmer in this kitchen! Because I like to have it going on. I don't know about you, but I like my food to dance too. You know, it be that way sometimes. All right. Let's see here, whisk. I'm gonna need this towards the end. And by the way, you are gonna need 1 stick of butter, softened. It has to be softened. We can't work while that's coming up to a nice simmer. I'm gonna go ahead and just slice up me some butter. And like I say, if you don't have one of these in your kitchen, get one. It's a simple egg slicer. They sell them anywhere. Dollar store, Publix, wherever you choose to buy, wherever you buy it, they got an egg slicer. They're very inexpensive, but I like to cut that because you're gonna need a whole stick of butter. Okay, so now, once your white wine comes to a boil, and that's 6 ounces, we're gonna go ahead and add, actually, we're gonna do the lemon first before we add the heavy whipping cream. So take you some lemon zest. And we're gonna mince up some garlic in here. Get at a stir. Now, this is very important when you're making a sauce, especially a sauce with heavy whipping cream. You don't want the sauce to break up. So the most important thing when you start your sauce, have your whisk handy. I'm gonna turn this down just a tad bit. Now, I've added my white wine, my lemon zest, and my garlic. But before I add that, let me go ahead and add my lemon in. So this is about 3 lemons cut in half. We may not need all of that. Usually about 2 lemons does the trick. But then towards the end, you may notice, and because I did the lemon zest, it'll probably have that zing in there for me. That was a juicy lemon. Oh, wow. I wish they were all like that, nice and juicy. Nothing like a nice, juicy lemon. All right. Let me get my knife over here to help me with my butter. We're gonna go ahead and add in and this is so important. And when you're making a sauce, you kind of almost have to be ambidextrous. You got to use 2 hands. For those of you who know me know that I'm left-handed. So this is going to be a little rough. So if y'all hear me scream, just know I'm not right-handed. So as the sauce, we're going to just kind of add piece by piece. And give it a stir. You cannot stop stirring the sauce. You have to continuously stir this sauce. It's very important. You don't want your sauce to curdle. So just keep stirring the sauce and adding that butter in one at a time. Slowly. We're not rushing. Take your time. Do it right. We can do it, baby. I'm sorry. I get a little carried away. Okay. Stir it like butter. That's all you gotta do. Stir it like butter. Let it take its time. Because we still got about 10 more minutes on that salmon. So let it take its time. And again, like I say, I'm not right-handed, but I do my best. All right, we are halfway there. I like it already. Butter is real soft, and that's important. It's got to be soft. You don't want hard butter because the colder it is and the more stiff it is, the longer it will take to melt in here, and you may overcook your sauce. Your sauce can curdle, and you'll know when it curdles, it'll look like sour milk. Well, that's not what we want here. We don't want to drink sour milk. We want a nice lemon butter dill sauce. All right, you see that? Nice, not broken, whole. The butter is melting. Gorgeous. This really is the pièce de résistance when you're making salmon.
The what?
Pièce de résistance. That means wait for it, booze. Anyway, like I say, get a little carried away up in here. And there you go. There's that ball. Soon as that thing comes to a ball, it doesn't take long to do. We can go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of white pepper. I'm sorry, I said 1 tablespoon. I should have said 1 teaspoon. Don't get me wrong. But you see that, people? You see that nice, pretty white foam, milky foam that's coming up? Let's go ahead and reduce this because we don't want this to overboil in this pot. And at this point, we can go ahead and add about 1 tablespoon of dill. Because the dill is what you want to really season this sauce. You want a nice, rich dill flavor. Oh my God. If I didn't think I was going to burn my fingers, I'd stick it in there right now. But because I got Obamacare, we're going to keep this thing stirring. Healthcare is a mother. All right. Now, just when you think it's almost done, we want to see how loose the sauce is. We're going to fix that up right now. And I've already turned it down. So add about maybe 3/4 of a cup of the sauce back into the pot. And we're going to get some cornstarch. 1 tablespoon. of cornstarch. 2 tablespoons cornstarch. We're gonna take that same whisk. And again, you don't want to let that sauce stand. As long as that sauce is boiling, you don't want to let it stand too long. And we just gonna stir that up. Already inside this cup, it is thickening very fast. But this is a surefire way so you don't have clumps in your sauce. And then you just add it back to the sauce. Give it a little stir, incorporating it throughout the entire sauce. And it thickens up just that quick. Just that quick. I'm gonna get a spoon here. Okay, that one right there. I don't recommend sticking nothing plastic in something hot, but I just kind of want to see where I'm at here. Oh my God! That sauce is done. Done, I said. Woo! We gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put the lid on there. Woo! I'm gonna take it off that fire. Bye! Done! We only got one thing to do. Sit and wait! Open, open. Oh, it's so pretty. We're gonna take a look at it. Woo, look at how pretty that. Boy, that salmon is pretty, isn't it? And you can kind of touch it to see where you at. Ooh, and then see how it is done. Still with almost 4 minutes left. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and plate that up for you. Let me get a, something out of here together, that sauce. Oh, I tell you, power to the people, power to the people. I'll get a nice spatula going on out of here. Ooh. And the white stuff on the bottom is just the butter that you see that has cooked through. This is all you got to do to it. There you have it. There you have it. Now you know I ain't no wine drinker. But baby, Captain Morgan, hear me every time. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm not really a drinker, but some red wine may go good with this salmon because salmon ain't nothing but the steak of the sea. So go ahead, bon appetit. Now, I'm so glad that you guys tuned in. So make sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube page. And also, you can also email me at sistasams@gmail.com. See you next time. Have a good one.